Hello, my name is Damien Jones, and the software we're going to be talking about is Tableau and Publix, the grocery store. So, as an overview, today we're going to be talking about big data, some of its challenges. We're also going to cover data warehousing and architecture that I think is best for Publix. We're going to talk about some best practices in big data for this store. From there, number four, we're going to talk about data governance and integrity, and Kimball's, dimensional modeling that I think the company can benefit from. So first, what I know about big data. What is big data? So to me, big data is everything. And the reason why it's big data because it is everything. It's not compartmentalized. It could be just about anything and everything that we do, that we see. So it's the five why, the five W's, the who, what, when, where, why, and how, in everything. From internally in a company to externally. So it could be something like inventory, if it's internally, production, cost, process, time. External things would be social media, uh, trends, demographics for your customers, location, sales price, sell item. All of those things are all big data. And some of the challenges, of course, is storage. Storage is a big challenge. So finding the right place to store all of this that you can access quickly. Data integration is one of the things that would be a challenge because you want to be able to combine all that data and access it as fast as possible. Also, data volume. It's so much of it. Like I said, it's all those things. So data volume is important. You want to be able to find the space to store all that stuff. Availability. You want people who really know how to capture that data for you and store it properly. Storing data properly is, when I say stored, I'm not talking about like in the cloud. I mean, how is it broken down? What dimensions? What tables? The relationship in those tables and dimensions. You want to know, you want to have people who could really uh, store and categorize things well so that what you're looking for could be accessed at a moment's notice. And cost. In business, cost is very important, and especially with data because it's expensive, but and it's not always a quick gain. You don't always see those gains right away. Sometimes it's a long term gain. So you want to make sure that that you we can discuss the ROI, the return on investment on what they're paying for this data projects that they're going to be using. And it could be everything. Of course, anytime you could take a customer that bounces around from store to store, that buy, certain things from Publix and then go to, Whole Foods for things, and they go to other places, Walmarts and all those for different things. Once you start getting that one customer to be more loyal to you, then you really start seeing those big gains. So my insights. So my architecture insight. I think if you use Tableau with in consolidation with Netza um, data warehouse, and that's using all that point of sale information, Google stuff, and all of that. Once you start using all of that, you'll be good to go. And also, I would say the use of QR codes for what I'm talking about would be great. And I'm going to get into how to use those in a minute. But I really think that this could build brand loyalty for them. And so it could definitely get them a competitive. So what I'm saying is when, at checkout time, now that your customer has walked around the store and they use the QR code, it does things for your internal and external. First of all, if you get a lot of company customers to buy into this QR code thing, what that does is you can get them to you can buy from the manufacturer in a different type of way. Now when heavy things are. So for holidays, you get a better idea of what to buy for different holidays, for 4th of July, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving. Because if you have like 70, 80% of your customers using something like this, then you're able to order things properly and it can even go with your what you put on owl caps, things like, and then sending coupons directly to the customer. You know, anything like, so once your customer goes, they pay for their food, they scan this QR code. Now you even know their dietary needs and habits. You know that, if you know that expiration dates in certain meats, certain foods, or certain milks or anything like that are coming up soon, and your customers that buy those items more frequently, then you can give coupons directly to their cell phones for those things. So, and I think that just knowing what your customer likes in that way, I think that'll really be good. So, best practices, of course, best practices, I think would be drive choice of data sources feeding the data warehouse, like I said before, and even feeding into your inventory. Now you're better off with your inventory and you're able to buy things and get rid of things because of what you're doing with your QR codes. Um, think dimensionally, divide that world up into dimensions, in fact, by creating tables with customers, integrate separate data sources with conform dimensions, and track time and variance for slow changing dimensions. For how would I enforce governance? Well, first, training is everything, right? So, you know, make sure that everybody is well trained. That's number one. Doing frequent trainings, yearly trainings, new hire type of trainings, and let them know what security breaches are and how you're using certain things. Also, access should be granted on a need to know basis. Not everybody need to know everything. Uh, Encrypt your data, control the growth of all of that data now, or what can be accessed, and ensure your cloud or wherever you go to store all this data is stored securely and has some sort of security or encryption. Kimball's dimensional modeling, excuse me. Um, so Kimball's was a data warehousing design. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And it kind of impacted sales and production. So this is exactly the model that I'm referring to. Something that's going to not only impact sales, but your inventory or production. And yes, of course, how would it work for the company? As I said before, um, doing what I'm saying will allow you to, even with your floor design and how customers go past things, your hot items on your the end of your aisles, or making put it in the front of the store so they pass them first, and then also sending those coupons directly. A company spend a lot of money. Publix probably spend a lot of money on creating coupons every week. So that would get rid of that cost. I mean, immensely. So really, all you have to do now is just send it straight to do a digital coupon and send it straight to a person's cell phone based on my buying habits and my buying trends, or whatever you want to call it, my frequency of what I buy things, toilet paper, mouthwash, all of that. All of that you could start getting, and you could start doing it, personalizing it, and really shrinking it down to who buy what and when people buy things, individual, and that really shows the customer that you're paying attention to. I would like to thank you. My name is Damien Jones, and I can be reached at Damien R. Jones 1 at student.fullsail.edu. Thanks. Bye.